Hi everyone, my name is Paul and I'm a solution engineer at VertiGIS. Today I'm excited to talk about VertiGIS Studio Printing, a powerful tool that transforms how users create high-quality maps quickly and efficiently. Whether you're in local government, utilities, or any industry relying on spatial data, printing professional maps can often be a hassle. Think misaligned legends, low resolution, or tedious manual adjustments. VertiGIS Studio Printing solves these problems and more. It's all about saving time, enhancing quality, and delivering maps that meet your exact needs. Let's dive into its value, and then I'll show you a quick demo. So what makes VertiGIS Studio Printing so valuable? First, it's incredibly easy to use. You pick a template, set your scale, add a title, and hit print. It captures the live state of your map, including any user markups, in seconds. No more wrestling with clunky tools or starting from scratch every time. Second, it's customizable. You can embed your organization's branding, logos, colors, legal disclaimers, whatever you want in them. This ensures every map reflects professional identity, whether it's for internal use or public distribution. Third, it's smart and versatile. It supports high-resolution outputs at all standard sizes and automatically adjusts the output to fit what's visible in your current map extent. Whether it's a small letter-sized map with only parcel-related data all the way up to plotter-size output of your entire utility network data, VertiGIS Studio Printing handles it with crisp, clear detail with only the data that your users want to see. Finally, it saves you time and money. VertiGIS Studio Printing saves you hours by streamlining the design and production of print templates. No more wrestling with default tools that don't quite cut it or outsourcing to expensive custom solutions. You can reuse the templates for consistent outputs, automate repetitive tasks, and empower your team to produce what they need on demand. It's a low-code, high-impact tool that reduces the need for costly development while boosting productivity. All right, so let's see this in action. Imagine I'm a project manager tasked with printing a map of the city's water infrastructure for a specific project area. Here's how quick and simple it is to do this with VertiGIS Studio Printing. So here I've got my VertiGIS Studio web mapping application with a map of water mains and valves. First, I'll open the printing widget. This pulls up several configuration options that users can use to make the print layout their own. First, I can choose which type of print layout that I need. I can choose a single page, or if I wanted to print several pages to provide more detail, I can choose either grid or line printing. For grid, I can choose the number of columns and rows. Then for line printing, I can draw a line on the map of where I'd like the output to be. Let's choose line printing in our example. So I can simply draw a line on the map to select the area, and a preview appears to represent individual pages that will be included in my output. From there, I can choose the resolution, rotate the map, and even input some parameters. In this case, I have a title and notes, but I could provide more input options, such as a date or an author. Before I hit print, I'm going to add some markup to the map that I want to include in my print output, highlighting some points of interest in the area. Now, I can simply hit print, and in a few seconds, I will have a professional-looking document that includes an overview map of the selected area, as well as each subsequent section of the map, including the markup. And look at that. From start to finish, that only took under a minute. Now I could take this document out in the field or provide it to important stakeholders where needed. Now let's look at how quickly and easily it is to put these print layouts together. First, I'm going to sign into the VertiGIS Studio Printing Designer using either my ArcGIS Online or ArcGIS Portal login. Note that you can access the designer through an on-premises installation within your own environment or access it in the cloud at apps.vertigisstudio.com. Once signed in, I can select from a series of standard layouts to start from, or open an existing one that I own or one that's shared by a colleague in my organization. Let's choose the 8.5 by 11 template. Once the layout is opened, I now have a canvas to drag and drop elements onto, such as a picture box, a label, or even a barcode. I can move or delete elements and add my desired branding, all in this easy-to-use, intuitive interface. One key feature is a smart legend function, which, when enabled, will set the legend to only show features that are in the selected extent of the output. Really handy when dealing with maps with many layers. On the right here is where I would set an additional parameter, as mentioned before. So if I wanted to provide an option for the user to enter an additional information, such as a date or an author, I can do that here. Now I can give it a quick save, which is stored in my ArcGIS portal in this case, and changes are instantly reflected in my application. That's the power of VertiGIS Studio Printing. Fast, flexible, and professional outputs without the headache. It saves you time, ensures consistency, and lets you focus on what matters, using your GIS data effectively. Whether you're printing for reports, presentations, or fieldwork, this tool has you covered. If you'd like to try it yourself, VertiGIS offers a 60-day trial. Stay tuned for more tech tips and have a great day.